Hello, my name is Rivka Sara ITL, and I want to share with you the experiences of having a wonderful immune system and having a positive attitude because of the way you eat and the effects of the foods have on you. I have explained in the past to other people about these concepts, and I feel that I'm very fortunate to be able to share it with you on the video because I feel I can reach many more people. It is an honor to be able to share things with you. I'm sure that you would have a lot of things to share with me, and I usually learn more from the people who attend my classes or who have watched me prepare food than what I have to show them. Anyway, I hope that in the near future I'll be able to implement many more things that are in relation to the foods that, as I say, can really help you to have a high immune system, which helps you have a positive attitude and feel peaceful and content with yourself, as well as the many other factors in your life that you can implement that combine with the right food combinations and eating properly. So this is my introduction to you. Now I'm going to show you how I do another one, which I use using a little bit of a little bit of the olive oil, about that much, not much. Then I put a little bit, depends, I have a choice. Either I use this Perfect Food raw organic green superfood in it and I make a little paste and then I dab it there on the tortilla, or I use the one that is in here, which is a mixture of the moringa powder with the wheatgrass, and I'm going to mix this one. I have them both mixed together and I like it very much, and I'll tell you why. Because it does give you a little bit of energy. It really does. And another time in another video, I'd like to explain to you what each item or each herb does for you when it's mixed together. What it does for you can be very powerful. I do want to tell you that when you do this mixture, you have to be conscious that, remember, you're mixing this with oil. Usually moringa and the wheatgrass powder is mixed with water or juice. So you have the liquid, so it's going through your bloodstream and it's going to your brain. Here, I'm asking you to be very conscientious to have maybe, how do I say it? Even this mixture here can do for more, 2 or 3 tortillas, to be honest with you. You don't want this going all over the place. But you have to drink water in between meals a lot so that you can get the benefits of the moringa and of the wheatgrass that we're mixing, and of course of the olive oil. I do mix this, and then I put this like this, and I'll put a little bit of avocado, and I love avocado, most people do. This, a little sliver, only about 2 little pieces that goes along with. Remember, because you already have oil there with the moringa and the wheatgrass, you don't want to have that much oil in your body. It's very difficult for your liver, you know, to digest and to keep your liver not congested. So I just use a little sliver of it. And then I will use a little bit of these are the peppers. Very sweet, very nice, and you can slice them. Again, the knife that I'm using is special serrated knife, And it's better when you cut peppers or tomatoes. This I can put in here, and if you want, you can have them in different colors also. The colors also help. You can slice a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You can also put a little bit of this. Now this are peas. You can use a little bit of the peas and just maybe 1 or 2. I wouldn't put more. Peas in this state, I'm telling you, they're very delicious, but they're not that easy to digest, so I wouldn't take so many of them. Again, chew your food very, very carefully. Now, again, I'd like to be able to use the Umi plum vinegar as that is very good for you. And I also would like to explain to you that there are certain things that I've noticed. My taste buds are very sensitive, and I would love for you to be able to develop that you will be able to distinguish the foods that are very alkaline. If your body's asking for more alkaline, foods that are more alkaline, you will gravitate towards those things that are alkaline, and you will discover which they are. And your taste buds will tell you the difference between an alkaline food and a healthy acid food, and your body will tell you that you need more alkaline or not. So this is this, and I always like the sprouts. I'm telling you, even I can put this, and I can shave this off, and I can put this in there. And again, you can put a little bit of the sprouts. Are wonderful. The sprouts are, I can't do without the sprouts. The sprouts is really what gives me, my brain, a lot of the oxygen that I need, especially anything green that you've seen me use. The greener the vegetable that you use, the better off you are. Let me explain to you. Sometimes in the supermarkets, they sell the romaine lettuce in packages. If you notice the difference, this is extremely green. These I buy them loose at Whole Foods. They're better when you buy them loose, because the greener they are, the more chlorophyll they have, and the more better they are for your brain and for your blood, for that matter. Anything that's very, very pale is not going to do you much good. I try to stay away from them unless, you know, I'm not able to go to Whole Foods and I really need it. Then what I do is then I turn to my Moringa or my Perfect Foods, raw organic super green food, and I make my little paste. And you can make the paste also with water. It doesn't necessarily have to be with oil. So, or with a dab, you can make the paste with a grapeseed veganase. You can do that also. Now I'm going to put a little bit of this, which is simply organic garlic powder, which gives it a very nice taste also. And because I like my Vegenaise grape seed oil, I'm going to have to indulge in that because it does give it a special taste. Again, if you're sensitive to soya, they make a wonderful one made out of peas. I don't know how they make it, but they explain it in the back of the bottle, and the top is green, so you'll know that that one is not soy. It doesn't have soy. This one has soy, but because I'm sensitive to soy also, I use a little bit of it. I don't use that much. I may just put a little dab of it, but that's about it. I try to simplify my diet by not getting too involved in preparing things that take so long, because it's not worth it. You spend more, you get more aggravated, you spend more stress time cleaning up, and it's just not worth it. So I try to just prepare a lot of this stuff. Sometimes it's this, sometimes it's seaweed. I use the seaweed and I make seaweed wraps with more or less the basic what you saw here, the raw one, not the one that they use for the sushi, which has a delicious taste, but it's already been baked and it loses a lot of its enzymes in it. I like the other one that is raw, but you have to develop a taste for it. But you know, you have things in the refrigerator that you can use to make up your own recipes, and I can guarantee you that if only you stick to your food combination and you have little jars. I like to use jars, containers. I buy them sometimes at the dollar store, sometimes I buy them in Publix. I try to stay away from those that are very expensive. Sometimes there is a brand, I can't remember the name of it, I must apologize. Next time around I'll tell you which brands I use that are very inexpensive. Vegetables do well in glass containers. They do not have a long shelf life if you put them in plastic. The plastic has a tendency to leach into the food, and there's something, it just doesn't taste the same, and it won't, they won't stay that long in the refrigerator. It just doesn't work. Sometimes this jar, for example, I love them, and when I'm finished with them, I just put a little water, I rinse them off, I put soap, and then I put it in boiling water with a lot of soap, a special soap that I have, and I let it boil until the sticker comes off totally and completely, and I reuse this for my teas. I make a tea concoction which gives me a lot of energy in between meals or even after a meal. And so this is basically it. You can be very creative with whatever you have in the refrigerator. That's usually what I do. I don't go crazy. If I don't have something in the refrigerator, then I use what I have and I'm satisfied with what I have. And you know what? It makes my meal much happier because I'm not yearning for something that I don't have at the moment. I'll get it later, so later. It doesn't matter. It's not like I'm having a craving for a piece of chocolate. If I have it, I have it. If I don't have it, I don't have it. The time will come when I'll have it. So the important thing is being positive about the way you eat and not go crazy that if you don't have all these ingredients, you can't do this recipe. No, I'm trying to explain to you that you can do the recipes from what you have in your refrigerator. Just learn about food combination, and the next video, God willing, that I'll be able to share with you will be focusing on food combination by different people who have put out different charts. And I'll tell you, I've experienced that when I do follow the food combination, I have excellent digestion, I feel energized, I feel satisfied, and I feel very focused. If I don't follow the food combination, I feel heavy, lethargic, sleepy, cranky, and I just want to go to sleep. And then since I don't drink coffee, then I have to start concoction this tea and that tea, and just to get me back, to having a little bit more of a energy, which is not really what I want. So if I'm just careful and I'm honest with my body and I'm true to myself, I feel good. And when I feel good, I feel happy because I see the world with a different light. So that's what I wanted to share with you.